Greetings, empowered souls. It's Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and are safe wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. So I'm here giving you guys your love and romance messages. This is going to be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of Leo Collective. Leo, I hope you guys are well. And it's just, I'm tapping in to see what messages come out regarding whether or not a new person is coming your way, Leo, or if there's some type of past energy lingering, or whatever comes out for you guys who are already in an existing relationship or connection. All right. So let's see what we have here. And I'm going to start with the tarot deck. And guys, thank you so much for clicking that like button, thumbs up. Thank you. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to share and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And also keep in mind, whatever messages come out, not every message is going to be for every Leo. However, if you've clicked onto my channel, more than likely there is a message somewhere in here for you. Okay, let's see. And as always, if you guys need a personal reading from me for your specific situation so I can dive deeper, my information is always down below in the description area. Holy Divine Spirit, what tarot messages do you have first for Leo Collective regarding love and romance? Please and thank you. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords that came out. What else for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Collective regarding love and romance? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Knight of Swords in reverse. What else for Leo Collective, Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Okay. So, like I said, we have the Seven of Swords in the upright, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Then we have the Hermit in the upright. So, Leo, I feel this is your energy. I feel, Leo, that you are in the Hermit energy. There's something that you're trying to solve or resolve or figure out. So it's kind of almost like you're in a time of maybe kind of just thinking about things. You're trying to figure out something, maybe doing a bit of soul searching. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with the Seven of Swords and Knight of Swords in reverse energy. Leo, I feel like you're trying to figure out a situation that you currently have going on. So right off the break here, I'm getting the energy where this is feeling like, for those of you guys who are currently in a connection with someone. And I don't know why, I think a Taurus. So far, you, Taurus, and Cancer, like back to back, have gotten the strongest energy for existing connections. The Knight The Knight of Swords in reverse could be you, Taurus. See, I called you Taurus. Sorry, Leo. The Knight of Swords in reverse could be you, Leo. Someone could be looking at you as someone who is being very impulsive, maybe very hurtful with their words, maybe a bit out of control, rude, very reactive. And even though this is an air energy, you know, swords is about mental thinking, communication as well for me. You could be very spicy with your tongue, or maybe in the recent past, you were very spicy with your tongue. Or this could be your person. Put yourself wherever you belong, but either you, Leo, or your person has been very, very spicy. And I don't mean spicy in a good way. Spicy in a very negative, irate kind of way. Maybe because of the Seven of Swords energy I'm feeling. There's an energy where somebody's hiding something, and Leo, you're trying to figure out what your person is trying to hide or has been hiding. And like I said to, I think it was Taurus. Like I said to Taurus, the Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be about somebody sneaking, creeping, cheating, lying, stealing, being manipulative. It doesn't have to be that. But in this case, I feel like the Seven of Swords is something that you feel is being hidden from you, Leo. Like something more nefarious. Something maybe scandalous, okay? So whether it's you or your person that has this or had this very maybe mean communication, being very mean with their words, it has something to do with being maybe accused of something. So Leo, maybe you could have accused your person of something. Maybe they could have accused you of something. Whoever this energy belongs to, because sometimes when people are guilty of something, they of course try to turn the tables in the middle of an argument or something. They try to flip the script, turn the tables and deflect, and maybe start accusing, you of something. So I don't know if that's the case with somebody here, but that's an energy that I'm getting. But either way, there was some hot, spicy, irate words back and forth between you and somebody, Leo. And I feel like you're in this energy at this point where you've decided to maybe just be quiet for a minute. And I feel like you're trying to put the pieces together to solve something that you feel is being done behind your back. What else? Divine Spirit for Leo Collective regarding the current energy on the table, regarding this Hermit card, Knight of Swords in reverse and Seven of Swords in the upright for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yep, this is you. You're in your Queen of Swords energy. You want the truth about something. You're demanding the truth, Leo. Why am I getting this energy? This is almost familiar with the Taurus video. The Taurus reading. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Doggone it. And so Taurus also got the Seven of Swords in the upright. And Taurus also got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So again, I'm going to tell you, like I told Cancer, because somehow Taurus is a heavy energy I'm getting, between your reading and Cancer's reading. I'm getting Taurus come out in your reading as well. That Taurus energy. So I don't know if you guys, Leo, are dealing with the Taurus, or your person who you're connected to has heavy Taurus placements. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. Yeah, so with the Seven of Swords in the upright and the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is definitely giving other woman, other person, possible third party, energy. And at the bottom, I was brought to this was brought to my attention, the Six of Coins in reverse. So the Six of Coins in reverse talks about a connection being one-sided. One person is given and the other person is not, or just one person is pouring more into the connection than the other person. It's unrequited. It's not equal. It's not balanced. And somebody being undervalued, and you being that person, Leo, feeling like you're being undervalued. Okay, so there's an energy in this is very specific, so this may not be for a lot of you guys, but I am picking up on the energy, which I have to respect and give out here. There's an energy where some of you guys maybe are suspecting, and this would just be confirmation for what, Leo, that you may already feel or suspect. You feel like someone is hiding someone else that they could be dealing with, a Queen of Wands in reverse. In this particular Queen of Wands, in this reading for you guys, this particular Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who has 304 energy. Okay, someone who could be for the streets, someone who is definitely promiscuous, and is definitely, I'm getting the energy, one of those people who doesn't care whether you're in a relationship. I'm getting the energy of this person is the type of person that has no qualms about dealing with somebody else who is married or in a relationship with somebody else. That's what I'm getting. And you, Leo, are in this Queen of Swords energy where you got your sword and you want to know the damn truth. But with the Hermit, you're going within right now, or at least you will be if you haven't already. You're going within first. You're like doing a bit of a quiet moment to first get your thoughts together. Maybe try to piece some things together in your mind. Maybe even ground yourself, but you're trying to get yourself together first before you come with the questions and before you confront this situation in a different way. Because initially you could have been the one in the Knight of Swords in reverse energy, with the words being very reactive, being in that fire Leo energy. But I feel like moving forward, you guys are in the Hermit mode right now, trying to think of a different way of going about the situation. Okay? In terms of wanting to find out what it is that you want to know about what's really going on with the Seven of Swords behavior. Whew, let me do this because the last two reads so far, or the last three reads, I should say, your reading, Cancer's reading, and Taurus's reading wasn't the most optimistic reading, but again, the messages came out for a reason. It's always for the greatest and highest good of all. And not all messages are always going to be rosy from the very beginning to the end. Okay. So meantime, Leo, I'm going to get a description of personality or characteristic traits of your person. So this could be describing someone that you're currently dealing with, Leo. Holy Divine Spirit, what is the characteristic traits of Leo's love interest? Please and thank you. I'm going to get a fourth card for Leo Collective's love interest. Please and thank you, Divine Spirit. Let me have a fifth card. Okay. All right. So, Leo, what we have here is mature. We have somebody that's mature. So, the person that you're dealing with, Leo, I feel could be mature in terms of age-wise. Okay, this could be someone maybe in their 30s, 40s, maybe 50s, but someone who's definitely very mature in terms of age, the number. They could also be emotionally mature, but I'm getting more of an energy where this is referring more to age-wise. Okay, so I'm not getting somebody who's like in their 20s or early 30s. I'm getting more like maybe mid to late 30s, 40s, like I said, maybe 50s. I don't know. Someone who's unavailable. Okay, so that would make sense because with the Six of Coins in reverse, this person may not be available in your current connection because it's very possible. I'm saying that this person with the Seven of Swords energy could be giving to a Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, they're busy giving to someone on the outside of your connection, and that's why they're not available to you, Leo. Okay, someone who is a perfectionist. I'm also getting someone who may have a nonchalant attitude, someone who may even show a bit of like a lack of empathy, someone who's just acts like they don't really give a shit a lot of times. But I feel like that is also connected to this energy of not really having a lack of empathy. I mean, having a lack of empathy, not being the most compassionate type of person. And then we have someone who is down to earth. All right, so I'm going to tell you the signs that I have here on the table, Leo. I don't like to get into signs too much, but I've been doing that for the past couple of videos. So we do have Virgo here. We have Gemini energy. We have Aquarius energy. We have heavy Aquarius energy. And we have your energy, Leo. Now, your person doesn't have to be those particular sun signs. They could have maybe Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, or Leo heavily in their chart somewhere. All right. That's what I'm getting. What other messages do we have for Leo Collective, Divine Spirit, regarding love and romance? Please and thank you. Now, some of these messages that come out will be for the Leo group who might not currently be in a connection right now, or may be in separation, or who might just be single right now looking for love. We have friendly support. Okay, what else for Leo Collective, Divine Spirit, regarding love and romance? Please and thank you. All right. We have healing connection. And then we have you are worthy. And what is a fourth message for Leo Collective, Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Love language. Okay. All right. So we have friendly support. It says fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So your fairies, guides, and spirit guides and people around you in your life, Leo, you have as the support system. Okay, divine source wanted to remind you that the divine source and spirit realm are with you and are there to help you. Your divine angels, your divine ancestors, your spirit team are around you to help you. All you have to do is ask for assistance. And then you have a healing connection. Your romance will transform your life. Okay? So there could be a healing connection coming towards you, Leo. And then we have you are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. So I feel like for some of you guys, this particular connection has maybe affected or impacted your self-esteem in some way, shape, or form, which a lot of times certain type of connections and relationships will affect the self-esteem, and you start having self-doubts about yourselves and things like that. So this is a reminder that, Leo, you are very much the lion and or the lioness, and that you are still very worthy, and your worth does not depend on another human being. It absolutely does not. So that is something that Divine Spirit wanted to reiterate. And then we have love language affirmations. It says loving words hold great power. Loving words hold great power. And this was also brought up because, again, I feel like the Knight of Swords energy in reverse was your energy, Leo. So there might have been an initial, I said, maybe discussion or conversation you had with your person, or maybe even argument where there might have been some words that you may have said that maybe at some point you may regret, or you may have regretted at some point. But there was that fiery words of communication. Maybe a lot of negative words thrown in the height of emotions, which happens to all of us. But Divine Spirit is saying that loving words hold great power. So the words we speak are spells, and the words we speak do hold power. And a lot of times we are unconscious of that. But this is just letting you know that loving words hold power. And in your particular situation, Leo, Divine Spirit is encouraging you to make sure that you are very cognizant of your words and what you say before you speak, and to make sure that your words are coming from a loving space and place. Now, you definitely can set the boundaries and say what you mean and mean what you say, and not beat around the bush and tell it like it is. But there's definitely a way of doing that, and even making sure and setting the intention that whatever you say is coming from a place of love. I know a lot of times that's difficult for us and hard for us to do, especially when we're pissed and we're angry at the person in the situation. But this is just a reminder from Divine Spirit to just make sure that you are aware of that and just work on that moving forward in your communications with this particular situation and or person. Last but not least, let's get a last message regarding love and romance from this Love Oracle deck for Leo. Collective Divine Spirit, please and thank you. I'm not taking all these. Just one. Divine Spirit for Leo Collective, please and thank you. Thank you. All right, it says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And we're going to end on that note, Leo. And as I told Taurus, I think I told Cancer too, but I know I definitely told Taurus. Again, watch Taurus's reading if you need to, or feel guided to. As I told Taurus, I'm telling you, Leo, I wish this could have been a more optimistic reading, but I have to honor what comes out and what I'm channeling and what I am being guided by Divine Source to give in terms of messages, because everything that we hear is for our greatest and highest good. All right. So with that being said, Leo, I hope that these messages resonated and that you at least found them helpful. And until the next upload, as always, guys, be well and be at peace. Ashe.